Hey everyone, this is Zen, and you're watching Zen on WoW. So, last week, around Wednesday, Thursday, I'm gonna say Wednesday, they released the female Worgen model for the first time, and so, woo, yay, I'm Alliance. I plan to roll a Worgen as soon as I get my little greedy mitts on, Cataclysm. Goblins, I'll punt one, or whatever, you hordes can yell at me all you want, but I'm still rolling a Worgen. I don't care what you say. And since I'm a girl, I kind of like to play a girl character, so this is kind of a big deal with me. Looked at the model, looks pretty good. I mean, granted, everyone's kind of complaining about it, but you guys have to understand it's a work in progress. And like WoW had said, Blizzard likes to throw stuff at us and change it at the very last minute. So it could look completely different than what we're seeing now. Thus far, I think it looks pretty cool. The cloth outfit I don't think was probably the best choice. It kind of looks like Little House on the Prairie meets American Werewolf in London. It's kind of freaky. Leather looks cool. Mail looks even better, and I am in love with the way that the plate looks on her. Reminds me of the Draenei's, which I roll Draenei, so that's kind of cool. A lot of people are complaining though, saying it looks ugly, or saying that, oh, you furries are, gonna get off on this. Not necessarily. Furries is not a new thing. Worgen are basically Azeroth's version of werewolves. Werewolves have been around long before any of, that whole furry obsession came about, so get over it. I'm personally not going to get off on seeing my Worgen. Not my thing. So, what some people were complaining about was the inadequacies about the anatomy. Saying that, oh, the foot shouldn't be like this, and why when they morph do they go from, 5 fingers to 4 fingers, and why only have 3 toes? And granted, yeah, that could be a mistake, but then again, we're talking about Azeroth. We've got Kodos. We have reptile rhinoceros. We have orcas that have horns. It's Azeroth. It's not necessarily Earth. So, maybe, in the makeup of it, does it really matter that it's not Earth anatomically correct? I mean, does it really matter? I think they look cool either way. My only complaint is that the hands look seriously ginormous compared to the rest of the body, but then again, all other characters have huge hands for some god knows reason. And people who are complaining about that, I don't know. They just, haters are gonna hate. And so they're just gonna pick whatever they don't like out of it. Some people are saying, well, why doesn't it have a tail either? I thought, oh, there's a tail in the artwork, and it'll be added in later. But I was looking at the artwork today, and they don't have tails. I think it could be cool. Doesn't necessarily have to have a tail. From what I can see, the female Worgen model looks kind of like the Draenei model, which of course has a tail, as you guys know. So I don't think it would be a stretch to add a tail, but then again, it's completely up to Blizzard, and I'm not gonna be upset either way. People are still complaining about, the Worgen and the Alliance and all that, and, Alliance should always have the sissy characters. I don't think that's true. For any of you who aren't familiar with the Worgen, I'm going to just kind of read over verbatim what WoWWiki says about the playable race, and I think it's really informative, because then it kind of lends to maybe why they don't look exactly quote-unquote werewolf. This isn't, Jake from Twilight or whatever. So I'm going to read this article. And what it says is, the Worgen are a race of feral beasts whose very name inspires fear. Theories regarding their history abound, yet the Worgen origins remain steeped in mystery. Records indicate the Worgen existed in a time in Kalimdor, and in fact more recent evidence suggests that their true origin might have a connection to the Night Elves in a secret druidic form from Kalimdor's distant past. Yet, until new evidence comes to light, this information remains speculative. Worgen's first verified appearance is in the Eastern Kingdoms and was traced back to the Third War, when the Archmage Arguel utilized the wolf beasts as a weapon against the Scourge. Now, I'm going to say this is what I first heard, that he summoned them and that they're from a different dimension and they're not actually the classic, gypsy, Lon Chaney Jr. Wolfman. That they're almost like a demon, but not quite. And so Arguel summons them as a tool, and they're used to attack, but every creation comes back to destroy its creator. They go crazy and start biting people. I don't know exactly now how you become a Worgen, but it says it starts to reach a pandemic level, and so he, being the father figure he thinks he is, takes them into Baron Silverlane's estate and is now known as Shadowfang Keep, which, if you guys don't know, will become heroic in Cataclysm. It's one of the cooler dungeons. I am happy that they're doing a heroic of it. Carrying on, the curse, however, was not contained, and it persisted into the lands of Silverpine. That's why you see Worgen still in Silverpine, and the whole, what's its name, Pyrewood Village. I love that town. And even says it spread into Gilneas, which of course we all know. King Gilneas shut the Greymane walls to try to contain the spread, and now everyone in Gilneas is a Worgen. So that's kind of the history. They're not your typical werewolf, yet they kind of are. So I think that kind of lends to how Blizzard approached them. They're not, the Eastern European version of the werewolf. They're their own Azerothian werewolf, if that clears it up. So, like I said, real excited for the Worgen. Can't wait to roll them. I wish something we had was a better picture of the mount. I have no clue what to make of this mount. It looks like some radioactive boar from hell. I honestly don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if a boar could be cool or not. I don't even know if it is a boar. I don't know. What do you guys suggest? I've seen Photoshop pictures of a Worgen riding a Worgen. Some were saying that they should have what the Tauren had way back, before Vanilla WoW was even out, when they were their own mount. Personally, I don't want that. I say get me a cool mount. Then again, I still don't know what it is. Some werewolf horse could be cool. Give your thoughts. So that's my little spiel about the Worgen. If you like this, please feel free to subscribe. And again, this is Zen. And like always, may your repairs be silver and your drops epic. Thanks, guys. Bye.